How are you today, Rachel? How are you, Sam? And you say, oh, girl, I'm just so stressed. Like, oh, it's just this going on, that going on, I'm just falling apart. But you know what, girl? That's just how it goes.
Hello, world. And welcome to the Mecca of Mastery TV. I am your host, Mecca. If it is your mission to become the greatest version of yourself in every area of life, then you're in the right place. I'm so excited about this video, as I am most of the time about all videos, because in this episode, we are speaking about personal development. The topic of this video is how to stop worrying and start living. You see, we live in a life where we always are under constant stress. We are going through our day-to-day lives, worried about things, worried about what we have to do next instead of living in the present moment. We're on our way to work. We're worried about, being late. We're worried about turning in a certain assignment if we're in school. We're worried about how we look. We're worried about, the things that we didn't do yesterday. We are so worried. We're worried about money. We're worried about so many things. And it stops us from being able to live our lives. It's gotten to the point where we worry so much that it has become normal. You can go and engage into a conversation with somebody and you say, oh, girl, you know what? The person asks you, how are you today, Rachel? How are you, Sam? And you say, oh, girl, I'm just so stressed. Like, oh, it's just this going on, that going on. I'm just falling apart. But you know what, girl? That's just how it goes. We make it as if it's normal. That's not normal. It's not normal to be stressed out all the time. It's not normal to be worried all the time and under so much pressure all the time. See, the reason why we live this way and these things happen to us is because of how we live our lives. The choices that we make on a daily basis, and the choices that we make on a daily basis, over time, they become a habit. They become second nature. We no longer have to think about these things. No longer in life has it become important to have certain values in our lives. We're so disconnected from ourselves and nature and other beings in lives, and we became more connected to technology and things that's artificial, like material possessions and computers and technology and science. And the thing is, there's nothing wrong with these things. It's just we have an imbalance of them going on in our life, and it makes us so worried and stressed out. So in this video, I'm going to explain to you what I've done on my journey to stop worrying and start living. Because I used to be so worried about what people say about me, worried about the amount of money, worried about how I was going to pay my bills, worried about if I was being seen or not, worried about, getting to work on time, worried about so many things. And I used certain strategies and certain tools along my journey that got me to the place I no longer worry. And of course, yes, worry and it creeps back up into your life. But how can you control it? How can you eliminate it out of your mind? How can you identify when it's coming? That's what this video is about. I'm going to get straight into the video. So, number one, how to stop worrying and start living. The thing is, understand what worry is. Worry is something that just basically make your nervous system shift. If you're in your mind, if it doesn't make you at ease, if it's not creating love and satisfaction and happiness, opposite of that is worry. And the things that causes worry the main things are when you are not productive and when you are not under a plan, when you are not following productive plan. That's what causes worry. What do I mean by this? I mean this. Let's say you have to get up tomorrow for work tomorrow in the morning. You have to be at work at 8 o'clock in the morning, okay? You have to drop your daughter off. You have to eat breakfast. You have to get dressed. You have to write in your journal. You have to do a spiritual practice. That tomorrow you have to do your hour gym session. Tomorrow you have dinner with your husband. Tomorrow is date night with the family at 7 p.m. These things. So the day before, most people, they fail to plan that they are going to do these things the next day. And when you fail to do that, when it comes the next day, when you didn't plan your meals for you to stick to your diet, when you didn't put that time down that you're going to go to the gym, and you put all your belongings in your gym bag that you need, when you forgot that it's date night and you didn't put that down, so when you get home, your husband is mad at you, he's upset at you, it makes you worry. You start to worry, oh my gosh, I'm going to get fat because I am not on my diet plan. Oh gosh, I'm not, on my fitness plan, I'm not going to lose the weight. Oh, I'm going to lose my husband, or he's going to cheat on me because I forgot that it's date night. My daughter is going to be disconnected and not going to spend time with me because I forgot that it was her dance recital. It makes you worried. And the thing is, you have to understand that in life, cause and effect. You ever heard the saying or the metaphor, the cause and effect? For every call, there's a greater or equal effect. It's so simple, and it's the truest thing I've ever heard in my life. But whatever you put out comes back. Things ripple in life. It's just like a domino effect. When you place dominoes, certain dominoes near each other, side by side, back to back, right? Let's say you have a line of dominoes, domino, a domino, a domino, a domino, a domino. Once one domino hit, it ripples, there's an effect, brrr, all the dominoes fall behind it. The same thing with your life. Once you become unproductive and you don't plan, you become unorganized in one thing of your life, in one area, a whole ripple effect happens in other areas. Because you didn't make plans and you didn't plan for your day, the next day, for tomorrow, it has a ripple effect for everything that happens in your life that next day, for your relationship, for your business, for your money, for everything. Because if you fail to pack your lunch tonight for tomorrow, and you're supposed to be on this savings plan, not spending money, you have to eat the next day. So what does that cost? For you to go and spend $10 or 10 pounds in your savings when you weren't supposed to. And how could this have been solved? By planning and being productive the day before. So when you don't plan and you don't be productive, it causes you to worry, stress you out. So that's the number one thing. Plan and be productive. The next thing, what causes us to worry and stop living, is worrying about other people and trying to live someone else's life. You can only be the best version of yourself, but you can never be the best version of someone else. Too many times and too often, we get crazy trying to be the best of somebody else, but we don't walk in their shoes. We have not walked in their journey. We don't know where they come from, the journey that they have taken to be where they are today in life. It's so many times, it's why social media is so bad for most people, because people take social media in the negative way. They get on social media and compare themselves to other individuals instead of getting empowered by the individual. Most people that's on social media, they go on social media and look at other people's lives. They see people's lives and they'll think, wow, I'm on chapter 2 in my life and this person is on chapter 20. And then we think, oh wow, this person, they're in a great relationship. They're the same age as me. They have a business already. Their body is better than mine. They're driving a Rolls Royce. I'm not doing that. And we try to jump from our chapter 2 to their chapter 20. But little do we realize is we don't know what they've done to get to that chapter 20. And we didn't go from chapter 2. We didn't finish chapter 3 to chapter 19. That causes us to worry in life. We start to feel as if we're on this race, And that's the thing. Life is not about a race with others. It's a race within ourselves. So when you focus on what others are doing, you take the focus off of the things that you need to fulfill within yourself so you can live your greatest life. The world is waiting to see that greatness that you have within yourself. But if you're trying to be somebody else, nobody will ever see that. The only thing you can do is be the best and the greatest version of yourself. That's what makes you stop worrying. So take it upon yourself to, when you wake up in the morning, take it upon yourself for 21 days straight to not engage into social media, to not watch what other people are doing, but to figure out what you need to do with your life. Do the things that you love to do. Go about life on your terms. That will take all the worry away. Because when you stop watching what other people are doing, you start to pay attention to your life. A light bulb just went off. There you go. Stop worrying about others. Focus the attention on yourself. The third reason of how to stop worrying and start living, why we worry, is because sometimes there are things in life that do happen to us, which are not in our control. My dad died when I was 13 years old. I was so angry at my dad. I was angry at God. Why would you take the only thing away from me, Lord, that was keeping me, that understood me, the only person I can talk to about my real feelings? Why? I was so upset. I felt, and I blamed my dad because I've been through bad relationships with men, abusing me sexually, mentally, physically, everything. And I said, Dad, because you were gone, because you left me at a young age and you didn't teach me all the way through how I should be treated as a woman, it's your fault. And I kept on just praying for my daddy to come back, praying for him to come back like he was gonna fall up out of the sky, like down onto me. But you know what? Once I let that go, there was a burden lifted off my shoulders. I began to apologize to myself. I wrote a letter to my father of how I felt, apologizing to him, thanking him for all that he did do in the life that he was here, for the 13 years of my life that I experienced with him. Thanking him for the confidence that he did instill into me. Thanking him for being there, for being a father, because some people, they don't have a father from the time they come out of their mother's womb. So the thing is, in life, sometimes we worry because we are so just connected and just drowning, holding on to things in life in which we have no control over. And when you have no control over it, you got to say, God, higher power, I give it to you to just deal with. It's a power that's higher than us, a being that's higher than us. And it makes me go into the next point. Sometimes we are worrying because we believe that we have all the answers. Yes, there's a God within us. There's a healer within inside of us. We have an ultimate power within inside of us. But there is something outside of us, a greater power without inside of us, above us, wherever you want to call it, God, Allah, energy, power. There is something that's further reaching that we can grasp through our lenses within our minds and our body, our soul. We have a soul. So what can we speak to that can speak back to us, but within our soul, and our soul speak to our mind and our body and give us the answers? We have to give that, and we have to give it to that energy and say, listen, I just give it to you. I surrender, I let go. When you let go of the things that you yourself as a human being can't physically control anymore, you can't keep calling in about it and checking up on it. You have to let it go, surrender it. Once you can do that, life becomes like a parade, definitely a parade, a party. You stop worrying and you start living. And the last note I want you to take from this video is, whatever you are doing in your life at the moment, do it. All too often we don't focus on what we are doing at the moment. At this moment in my life right now, I am recording a video, speaking to you, connecting with you, sending my energy and my love and my gratitude to you. That's what my focus is right now. Not the fact that it's raining a little bit. I notice that it's raining. I hear the birds chirping. I hear the cars going past. I see the airplanes. My phone is buzzing right now next to me, but that is not my focus. My focus is right now 100% into doing this video and to speaking to you. So every day in your life, whatever you're doing, whatever you set out to do, you focus 100% at that task. And you see that through until the next task, until the next task. So if you're spending time with your daughter, spend time with your daughter. If you're out with your friends at dinner, why are you on your phone and your cell phone on Snapchat? It's an addiction that people have. You're texting somebody when you're supposed to be spending time with somebody else. And you start to worry because once you leave that person that you just had dinner with, you think to yourself, wow, I didn't get to say what I needed to say. This person is not going to feel great. I feel like I didn't, connect enough. You start to worry because you think you're going to lose a friend because you did not put 100% and focus in the moment. I hope you love this video and you share this with somebody you love, because you know sharing is caring. And I always say here at MeccaFreeman.com, make sure you go to the website and you connect, share your comments. Here at MeccaFreeman.com, we always encourage you to become the greatest version of yourself in every area of life. So you go out into the world, you kick a whole lot of action, and don't let anybody tell you you can't do anything, because you can do anything you put your mind to. And I love you, sending lots of love and light your way with peace, love, and gratitude. I see you in the next episode. Peace!